Welcome to DK Champ. I want to go over some of the information that I've found today in my research on tonight's slate. It is a 10-game slate, and I really like two games in the slate as far as what I think will make the most money. One of them is very, very well looked at this point, and that is going to be the New Orleans versus Washington game. And you can see the total on this game is a lot, very high, and it is a lot of points that can be scored here. And I think this is going to be a game that a lot of people will target. Another game that I really like, it doesn't have quite as high as a point total, but I like it a lot, is the Knicks game here. Once again, lots of value here, and I'm got a few guys that I'll show you that I like, and then I'll go through the game stacks that I like. So the first person that I like at point guard is going to be Sexton. He's going to continue to start, and he should be able to easily reach his value for 57. I think he's a good pick to kind of give you a little bit of salary relief if you're going for a double-up lineup. He would be someone you could put in that could potentially do well for you. At center, I like two different centers today, and one of them is going to be a value pick, and it is from the big game, but he'll be starting tonight, and that is Thomas Bryant. He'll get the start since Dwight Howard's not going to be playing, so Thomas Bryant is a really good value pick, frees up some money so you can get some other guys. And then I also like Cantor because of injuries to Porzingis. Cantor's going to be getting the start. So these are three guys that I really like, and these guys are going to be in a lot of my lineups. So that's that part of it. So I like these three. They'd be good in cash or GPP. I think they're pretty safe picks, and I like those guys a lot. Next up, I'm going to show you who I like from this Washington game. So the first one we'll look at is going to be, just going to pull up this game here. Actually, let's go to do it so we can look at everybody together. So all guards, and then we'll go through and we'll look at all of these guys. So the one that I like the most, I dislike, is going to be John Wall. I know John Wall is very capable of having great games, but for him to reach value, he's going to have to get us like 47 points, and he's very capable of doing that, but I just feel like he's not able to do it tonight. I don't think he'll reach value, and there's so many guys that will be able to reach value, and I think you'd be taking a risk by playing Wall. So I'm going to fade him. I'll play him here and there, but I'm not going to play him in the mass majority of my lineups. Now, Drew Holiday has been on fire. He's been consistently in the high 40s and touching the 50s. Last two games, he's been at the mid-30s, but that's going to bounce back in at 84. He needs like 42 points to reach 5 times. So I think that he is going to be the one that could be the best position in this particular between those two. If you really want to go value, you have Bradley Beal. He got 45 points in the first matchup between these two, and for 8,000, that is reaching his value easily. I think he'll probably be in the 40 range again tonight, so I really like him. Moore, I think he's a must-play. He had a terrible game recently, but his game against Washington, he had 38.8, and he only has to have 25 if we're doing 5 times value, so I think he'll easily be able to do that. This is a good matchup for him. He should be able to go off again tonight. I haven't really looked too much into Kelly here, but he did have 29 points in the first game with 23 minutes, but I'm not really looking to have him in my lineups. If you need some salary relief, then you can go with him at 42. Should be able to reach value, but it's a little bit too risky for me to play. So we'll go down to Rivers. Rivers had a really good game during this game, got a bunch of minutes, but that was, I can't remember why he got the extra push here, but it was some reason somebody was out or something happened. So I'm gonna not mess around with Rivers too much tonight. And that's pretty much the guards that I'm looking at. So we'll go down to forwards. Go back to this game again, and like I said, I really like this game. I'm going to stack these guys as much as I possibly can. Two that are very underpriced for me in this game are going to be Porter and Morris. Porter has had some excellent games here, but he's kind of hit or miss whether he's going to play. But if you look at his highest total on this whole board was when he played against New Orleans the first time, so that's what makes me go back to him for this. I think he's an excellent position here to have a good game. Both of these teams are not very good at defense, and both of these teams run the ball quickly up the court, and it's a very high-paced offense. So this game should be a lot of fun. Morris, again, he's been kind of all over the place as well, but the last time they played, he was able to reach his value with 33 points, and he's been very consistent here of late. Had struggled a little bit here and there. I'll probably fade him in some games, but I'll have good amount of exposure to him as well. Randall, I think you kind of fade Randall unless you know Davis is going to be out or Meritic will be out. I don't think Randall's getting in the game enough to be able to risk putting him in. Next one is going to be Meritic. He is scored 40 in this first matchup, and I don't think he'll come close to that again. It's 69. It's a decent price because he was very highly priced, and then he started falling off a little bit. But he could have a decent opportunity in this game, with considering the center situation at Washington. But I'm not going to have a lot of exposure to him. Next is going to be Davis, and he is going to be probably one of the highest owned guys because this is an excellent matchup for him, considering he's going up against a backup center, and he should be able to grab every rebound that is anywhere near him. I would say he's probably going to get in the 15 to 20 range in rebounds, and you know he's going to get the points. So if you can fit him in your lineups, do. I have some lineups where I am stacking the middle tier guys from this game and just hoping that they go off, and then I have a couple lineups where I'm stacking the big time guys and kind of going from there. So that's what I'm looking at there. We'll go down to centers just for fun, and like I said, there's a lot of value guys here, and the one that we said was going to be Thomas Bryant. He's going to get a good run tonight with Howard being out. But you can even look up to some of these backup guys that could potentially get a few more minutes tonight. Well, wow. I don't think they have a lot of guys getting a ton of points here. So hasn't played in a game since the 16th. Smith hasn't played in a game since the 18th. And Bryant is probably going to be he's been the one subbing, and you can see the points he puts up. He's going to be excellent value for 33. He'll be in every single one of my lineups, and I hope that you all use this suggestion and put him in yours because it's going to be an excellent spot for him. You can see in 16 minutes against New Orleans last time, had 4 points for 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block, and a turnover. So that's pretty solid stat line for 16 minutes. So keep an eye on him. I think he's going to be excellent for this. So this is what I'm looking at. There are a few more, people that I'm liking a little bit tonight, but I'm going to stick mostly to that game. I may play a little bit of Walker and a little bit of who is it? Batum and Lamb maybe. Since Charlotte's going against Atlanta and Atlanta's terrible, I may have a little bit of exposure to those guys and some GPPs, but I'm going to mix and match some of these guys, and that's what I'm going to go with, and I'm pretty excited about it. And sometimes that means that the lineups are terrible, and sometimes that means that I hit everything, and that's just the way it goes. So you just never know with daily fantasy. But I'm excited about tonight. I really like that game, and hopefully you can come up with some ideas to get these guys in the lineup. So thanks for watching, and good luck tonight.